Indian Beach has a reputation as one of Oregon's best surfing areas. But a spot just off this beach has a reputation too for sucking in and trapping surfers. The local fire department calls it the surfers' depository.
The surfers, they'll go out on a riptide to make their way out to surf, but those that don't continue on the riptide or don't know better will try and fight the tide to swim in and will get stuck, tire out, and get deposited into a rock cove on the west of us and can't get out.
That's just what happened to a surfer when Senior Airman Joshua Calhoun of Joint Base Lewis McChord was at Indian Beach on vacation.
I was just kind of out there bobbing around.
He was way out there, waiting for a wave.
I ended up seeing a gentleman kind of waving his arms like this at me, and me being from Florida, that means shark or help. Something's really wrong.
Josh caught a wave back to the main beach, asked people to call for help, and began fighting his way through the washing machine surf to the stranded man.
And he was standing on maybe 20 foot of like large rock that had been smoothed out by the water and just sheer cliff all around him. And he was worn out and kind of tweaking, like adrenaline was still kicking, so he was fidgety and didn't really know what was going on. He'd exhausted himself.
You can imagine when you're inside a rock cove and you're stuck with the waves constantly coming in and pounding on you and the rocks, how much it would seem impossible, nearly impossible to get out.
I made sure he wasn't broken, made sure I wasn't broken, rested for a bit, and then I gave him the rundown of how we're gonna make it out, how to read the top of the water, and what to expect while we're paddling.
Even with help, the man struggled as they worked their way out.
But it eventually got to the point where he was just kind of flopping his arms and breathing real heavy and couldn't keep his head up. He was just really wiped out.
Josh figures it was a good 15 minutes more before he was able to get them both to a safe section of water, put the exhausted surfer on the board, and send him on a wave safely to the beach.
And then rescue services came and checked him out, and I went and got a beer.
Both the surfer and Josh were a bit beat up, but otherwise fine.
I think it's just a great display of people helping people when they need it.
Josh grew up around water. He understands it and is a strong swimmer. He credits where he was raised and how to everything turning out the way it did.
Growing up, my parents taught me if you're in a position to help, then you should. I don't know, if I had to do it again, I'd do it again every single time.